Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Chain Soldier episode number 8 reaction. So the previous episode we got to see Tenka's power, and Tenka's power is something which like she can make like a tear in like space. She can like that's how she can like make literal black holes kind of, like, and like make other people get sucked into that. She herself can use that as like a portal to move from one place to another, make other people move from one place to another as well. So basically, changing space, that's her power, which is obviously pretty OP if you properly use it, and that's how she was able to defeat Ryren. Yeah, I think that was his name. So that's what's going on over there. We defeated Ryren, and yeah. However, Ryan has survived. The other Shukis, the humanoid Shukis, they helped him out, and now we get to see from that girl. I've forgotten his name, the one with the snake. She said something like they're like waiting to gather more allies, and after that they'll like attack. So for now, I'm guessing we'll have a little bit of a like a little bit of a respite for now. They won't really attack now. Later on, they'll do it. Also, Yuki and his group, Kyoka and everyone, went to the Squad 6 headquarters, and we met Tenka there, and we had like a few conversation. Also, in the end, Tenka brings up something. She tells Kyoka that, oh, like, can you give me Yuki? Something like that, she said. And that's where it ended. So let's see what happens today, episode 8. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference. And let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Okay. God damn, it's raining here. Oh. Promise, nay, remember. Hmm. So you want to be like him to be your secretary or something? Yeah. I was saying secretary. Okay. All right. Bruh. Nope. Yeah, she's gonna do it on her own. Oh boy. Hmm. Bro. Just a minute. Well, that is your private time, I guess. Hmm. Oh wait, did that happen now? We saw in the previous episode there was a scene where wait, so this happened now. Okay, why did they show that in the previous episode? That was weird. I was so confused there. So this makes sense more. Yeah. Yeah, she did say that in the end. Yeah, you think that is a Wha- why are they glowing? What's happening? Oh my god. What? Why is it glowing? What's happening? Oh my god. Is this also her power or something? Why are they glowing? Oh my god, what is happening? Wait, is this a dream? This might be a dream. You know what? This might be a dream. It is probably a dream. Bruh. Yeah, I think this is a dream. Oh my god. Jesus. What? Shirt? Oh! Yo, no! What the hell type of. What type of. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm not really sure. Is this really a dream? Decline. Okay, what is happening? Oh! uh, okay, it's not a dream. I thought it was a dream because they were glowing and stuff. I don't know. Right. Yeah. Point taken. Yeah. Okay, I really thought it was a dream. Look at this. Oh god. Mm. Okay. What? Try lending my. How? Isn't. Couldn't. Like, isn't it like only Himari that can do it? Wait, am I misunderstanding something about their powers? Oh no, wait, both of them are going to ride. Oh, I see. So, oh no, so, oh wait, okay, I see what's happening. So, while he is in this form, if someone gets on top of him or like grabs the chain, they can, like, he'll go under that person's influence? Is that what it is? Oh, I only thought this was something exclusive to Kyoka and Himari because Himari can copy the ability. But okay, so I see what's happening. What? Oh, damn! Oh, that's cool. He looks like a, I don't know, like some kind of a Power Ranger or something. Okay. So he can, like, I'm guessing he, like, since Ney can have heightened senses, I'm guessing he's also going to have something like that. Okay. So yeah, okay. Senses. I was just saying it's probably senses. Yeah. So this can be helpful for scouting. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello. He even. True. X-ray vision. Yeah, it'll be helpful in scouting. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wait, so anyone can do this with him, I guess. Obviously, we need Kyoka's influence. Oh, this was the thing. Well, that's, one. Oh, okay. Hmm. He's like, wait a minute, if I do it, he can probably become big and small, like something like that. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah. Damn. Right. Okay, here we go. He'll probably become bigger. Oh, oh, okay. Damn! Iwatoshi. So he became a rock type Shuki. Yeah. Yeah, let's probably. Okay, here we go. Oh! Okay, never mind. Well, That didn't work. Uh, hmm. Oh, what is that? Oh. Yeah, that's true. You know, she's like a she's the youngest member here. And she goes to school and stuff. Hmm. Reserved for demon function. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. There must be a reason. What? Ah, that's why she's looking for her parents. Ah, okay. Yeah. And at that age, damn, it's raining heavily here. Oh. Oh, that's why. Maybe he from with his clairvoyant powers. Ah, that makes sense. How it's related to how what you want to do. Promise. Hmm. Well, you kind of saw her before. Okay. Hmm. Created. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Oh no, you're gonna drop the glass. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh boy. Ooh. This is not good. Shuki attack. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Is Tenka joining us? Yep. Nice. That'll help. The whole teleportation is going to help so much. Quick. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. His face. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Oh damn. That was an interesting way to. Oh. Right. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is a big one. Oh, it's like fused together. Hmm. Okay. Well, regeneration, typical. Hmm. Oh, it's going to chop in into two. Yep. Oh, he did it this and she did that. That's cool. Oh wait, she's just here. Oh my god. She's just sitting here. Hmm. Yeah, well. Oh my god. What are these dialogue? What is this dialogue? Yeah. Right. The dialogue in this show is crazy sometimes. Okay. Okay. Oh, we have the Nays, like, lessons. Yeah, this one. Yes. Oh, this girl. Okay. Spatial manipulation ability and within 50 kilometers. We prepare the fabric of space. Okay. Right. 50 kilometers. Okay. Right. And that is it. Wow, that was that was interesting. So today's episode was basically, Tenka coming and just doing the thing that she did, and not only that, we also got to see how Yuki can actually transform into like other type of shukis based on who is holding his chains. And now here's the thing: I thought up until now that Kyoka, since this is Kyoka's ability, obviously Kyoka can use it. And then I also realized that, oh, because Himari can use that copy technique that she does, she can also use this technique. I didn't realize that basically all what someone needs to do is that first of all, Yuki needs to transform under Kyoka, and then if someone else gets on top of him and grabs his chain, he comes under that person's influence. And the reward thing as well is going to also go to the person who was on top of him, not Kyoka. So that's what's happening. However, Kyoka is the one who's getting weaker and like tireder more someone else uses Yuki. So it's kind of a like a mixed thing. Like, even though the reward is not going, she doesn't have to perform the whole reward thing. Her energy is getting drained because it's actually her technique. I guess that makes sense. And yeah, so that is what's happening. So that would mean if, like, obviously the prerequisite condition is for him to transform into a Shuki first, for which we will need Kyoka. And then after that, literally anyone can make him into a different type of Shuki. So I'm guessing like every single character in this anime, every single I'm guessing character with powers in this anime can do this to Yuki, and he can gain like a new power with every single person. And how their powers work, his power is going to work in a similar way. For example, when Nei was on like grabbing his chains, his Shuki's power became more in the sensory section. He can sense, he can look in a very like in a long direction, X-ray vision, like sense a lot, all that stuff. His power became lesser, but his senses grew. Similarly, under Shushu, he became like more stronger and tougher, like a rock type, kind of thing. And obviously we've seen under Himari he becomes more fast, while under Kyoka he is more of a neutral type. So like under Kyoka he's like a neutral type, and based on that, and anyone who grabs his chains, he changes into like a different type of a version of him. Okay, so that's what's happening. This is going to help, I guess, in the battles and stuff, like, but he does need Kyoka for the initial thing. For the initial transformation, he does not need Kyoka. If Kyoka's not there, then he's in trouble. He cannot do anything. So yeah, kind of like that. Right. That was that part. Now a few other things happened today. For example, Tenka, like literally Tenka's like, oh, you come with me. Like at first she was like, oh, I want a pet, and then she's like, ah, you know what? Not a pet. You can go out with me. And like that whole part where she just sneaks in at night. And I for a moment I actually thought it was a dream, because they were like, both of them were like glowing, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Why are they glowing? I guess it's just like a special effect that they gave to both of them. But and I genuinely thought it was a dream or something, and he's going to wake up. But no. Also, that scene we saw in the previous episode, didn't we? So I was wondering in the previous episode, what the hell was that? Because they didn't really elaborate on that scene. So I don't know what the reasoning is for them to show this scene in the previous episode a little bit. You remember that part where Yuki like tries to go to sleep, but the portal opens and Tenka comes out? Like, oh wait a minute. Oh, I'm guessing that that is a different scene. I thought that scene is this scene. Probably not. So wait. I'm guessing Tenka already came here before in the previous episode. And in the previous episode, he was probably asleep when Tenka came. This episode, he was awake when Tenka came. That's why he was able to catch her coming in. I think that's what happened. For a moment, I was thinking like maybe that was the scene that they showed today, but I guess it won't really make sense. Why would they show it like that? That's probably a different scene. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, yeah. So that whole thing happened, and what else? And yeah, like Tenka coming and almost, like just continuously like coming in front of Yuki and just, and in the end, that whole scene with that fight scene happened between Yuki and those Shukis. And yeah, after that, Tenka goes back, and you can see Tenka's even more fired up now. She's like, all right, you know what? This only makes me like you more. Oh my god. I don't think my personal life is going to be dull from now on. Good god. Hmm. Like, I wonder what made her so, like, I don't know, like, interested in Yuki. Like, she said something like, what did she say? Where's that? I think she kind of explains, like, when Kyoka asked her. She did explain, didn't she? I guess she's like, she said something regarding like, oh, I need someone to help take care of me and stuff. Um, yeah. But okay, like I genuinely am curious. Like nothing really extraordinary happened. Like like a trigger that made her like him or something. I'm thinking, what exactly made her so crazy? Like like obviously there must be something that happened and triggered this. And that's what I'm trying to think. Like, what triggered this? Like, like for example, Shushu, if you remember, like Shushu started liking him after that whole part where, like I think like it was the first or the second episode. After she talked with Yuki for a bit, and Yuki like accepted her for who she is, all that stuff happened. And like that, after that scene, after that whole thing, she started liking Yuki. I guess Himari as well, in a way, like after they became better friends, after they cooperated with each other, fought with each other, well, alongside each other, Himari became better acquainted with her, and Himari also has like a favorable impression of Yuki now. What I'm trying to think is, what triggered this in Tenka? She barely even saw him for 1 or 2 days. They didn't even have that much conversation. She just saw him fight. That's all that happened. And but I'm genuinely curious, like, but whatever. Right. Now, yeah, I think that was it. That was it. Nothing else happened. And yeah, all that happened in today's episode was we got to see those different variations, and we also got to see Tenka going full crazy. So that's the two things that happened. Oh, and in the end, we also saw those Shukis, so humanoid Shukis. They are like kind of experiment. Like that's literally what that girl is doing, the snake girl. She's kind of using these opportunities to test out, what type of how strong we are, and like, and she's kind of planning to probably go against us later in the future. For now, she's just testing the waters. That's what she's doing still, as we saw. And yeah, and there you go. That was this episode. Now, yeah, that was a good episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the first section, we get to see where is that part? Yeah, we resume from Tenka telling Kyoka about, oh, can I get your Yuki, please? and she said something like, okay, you know what? Let me just read this part. Okay, it has been smooth sailing, but you might say my personal life is a bit dull. Um, I was saying like, wait, so she like needs like a secretary, and she's like, oh, I need a pet. I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. A boy who helps me relax after a hard day's work. A boy who makes me happy. Okay, so okay. Um, and she's like, and if you're willing to be flexible and hand a little slave over, I'll be willing to endorse you in the new Supreme Commander election. And as soon as she says that, Kyoka's like, well, nah, I'm not going to do it because you said that. Because, we've seen Kyoka always has been saying that I want to fight with my own power, and, like, obviously I have my comrades and all of them as well. But through my own power, I want to be the Supreme Commander. So something like this, she's not going to accept. So she gets up and she's like, well, sorry about that then. I'm going to become the Supreme Commander on my own. So yeah, I cannot comply with your request. And she leaves. And she told this to Yuki, and Yuki's surprised. He was like, what? She wants me? Why? Right. Um, Yumari's like, oh, she probably needs like a pet or something. I love how accurate she is with that. Because that's literally what Tenka said. Oh boy. Okay, so, and also Kyoka kind of mentions, and then in the end, when I didn't, agree to it, she also said something like, oh, like then in my personal time, like forget about the whole pet thing. In my like personal time, what if I go out with him? What if I start dating him? Like, what about that? And Kyoka said something like, oh, I don't care about that. You do whatever you want to with your personal time. So she literally said that. So, while coming back. And then immediately, without any time wasted, Tenka literally drops in that night only. Like she wasted no time. As soon as like Kyoka probably said that, oh, you can do whatever the hell you want to in your personal time, immediately, just that night only, she drops in. And this time Yuki was awake, and she comes in and she's like, oh, I'm here to see you, and she then kind of says something like, oh, she told you, didn't I have a little crush on you. I was hoping you might be my boyfriend. And she also says like, oh, I'm not talking about pet, like an actual going out, that kind of thing. And she starts praising him, and then this whole scene, good god, this part was oh lord. And she's like, oh, how will you answer me? One, will you accept? Two, will you think about it and then answer me later? Three, will you decline? And you can say number two. Right. Okay, while all this is happening, Shushu comes in, and Shushu's like, the hell is going on here? And yeah, like the whole place, everyone is awake. Iman is just looking at him weirdly now. She's like, what the hell? Kyoka's just there, And Tenka's like, oops, like, you guys caught us, haha. That kind of. And Yuki's just there, shirtless, sitting down. Right. And Tenka's like, alright, bye bye then, and she just leaves. Right. And there you go. So that was that section. The next section we get to see. Oh, here's where we get to see Yuki transform into a Shuki first, obviously under Kyoka, and then Nei gets on top of him and grabs his chain, and he transforms into a different version of a Shuki. This version has a better sense. He cannot fight properly, and he's slow, but he has a better sense. His senses, he can he's like clairvoyance and everything, because Nei also has clairvoyance, kind of like that. So yeah, and he tries out his new power, and he's like, okay, let me use my enhance my eyesight. He does that, and he sees that he literally has X-ray vision, and looks at everyone, like just topless. Right. And yeah, okay, all that stuff. aside, that was that. So, the power changes based on the person who has the change. So after that, the whole reward thing comes in, and Nay gives like a little smooch, and yeah, and this is the thing. Obviously, like we see all of these things happening, it's crazy stuff happening with the other girls. I doubt any of that has happened with Nay because she's a literal kid. I doubt Yuki will have, because we need to remember like how this reward system works. It's like it's based on what you feel, your feelings, what you want. So like all that stuff that happens with the other girls, like that's like in his like like inner mind, like it's like a thing, you know and that's why all of that happens. I doubt he like obviously like he's not going to feel all of that for a literal kid. That'll be like in no way that'll be acceptable. So I doubt any of that is happening with Nate. Like for Nate it'll probably be like a little smooch, or like maybe like I don't know, like a little head pat or something like that. It's probably going to be something like that. Yeah, so that was that. And then okay. I love how Shushu looks at it, and Shushu's like, wait a minute, I can do this too. she's, she's like, okay, let me try. And she gets on. Now, I don't understand what Shushu's like ability actually, how does it even help Yuki? Like, for example, okay, you know what? She gets on top of him, and he becomes like a rock type, like Eternal Chain Slave Iwatoshi. So all that happens is he becomes a bit tougher, and he looks like a rock version of the other version. So he's extremely strong, but sluggish, looks bulkier. Kyoka says, I admit he's powerful, but I don't think it's worth lending my ability for such a simple upgrade. Which is true, like if you just want what does it does? It just enhances his power. So I feel like I thought like he's if he's under Shushu's like ability or her influence, he can become big or small or something like that. No, that doesn't happen. We tested that as well. Even Shushu thought that's what's going to happen. And she's like, oh, let me try. Paradigm shift. And both of them try to do paradigm shift, but he cannot. And, he just gets squished by Shushu. So that's that. So I kind of agree with Kyoka. It's not really anything vast. Like, it's just he becomes little bit more stronger. It's nothing like special like Nene. Sorry, not Nene. Sorry, what was her name? Ne. Yeah, nothing special like Ne, where it's like a completely different set of abilities. Not anything special like Himari, where again it's a different set of abilities. For Himari, he's more faster. However, like if you want power, you can literally get that from Kyoka. Yeah, having Shushu will make him a little bit more powerful, but it'll also cost the speed as well. So in that sense, I agree with Kyoka. I feel like Shushu's ability isn't really that compatible with like it does change him, but it's not in a great way. It's not in a significant way. It's just the same old thing. So yeah, and the reward was basically her kind of wrapping the bandage around his hand. Okay. Either way, all that stuff aside, Nei is like, oh, I have to go to school. So Yuki thinks that I do wonder why Nei is here. She must have a reason why she's here at such a young age. So he's like, okay, you know what? Should I go with you? Like drop you to the school. And yeah, she's off with Nei. And Nei, and I'm guessing he asked Nei about like, oh, why are you here? And Nei said like, oh, you want to know why I'm in the defense force? And she says like, oh, because my parents. I'm trying to find my parents. Now, her situation is basically she one day his parents just vanished, and she thinks that it's something related to the Mato. That is why she's here. And obviously Yuki's like, oh, so you lost your family as well. So Nei says, Mr. Yuki, you've heard the rumors floating around, haven't you? Of people receiving phone calls from relatives who supposedly vanished in Mato mishaps or catching glimpses of them. So she's betting on that, basically. Yeah. So the reason why you joined the Demon Force was when I ate a peach, I gained my clairvoyant powers. Okay, so here it is. We saw this was established in the previous episode. So basically, their powers are related to their desires. So Himari's power, being able to copy, comes from the desire of her being trying to become like her sister, while Yachio's power of time stopping comes from her desire of spending more time with her sister. We understood that perfectly. In the previous episode, I also commented on, oh, I do wonder, what about Kyoka then? Her power is like dominating others, so I do wonder if her wish was to, I don't know, make be accepted by others or let others listen to her, something like that maybe. I also thought that I do wonder what Shushu's situation is, because Shushu's ability is becoming bigger and smaller. I do wonder, like, obviously her desire was basically to have fun. Not have fun, but she wanted to change her life. I guess in that sense she can become big and small. I don't know how that connects to that. However, we do understand Nei's like a motivation now. Why it's clairvoyance? Because she says, "I want to find my mother and father. That is why my power became like that, like clairvoyance. Literally fit for that." So her name of her power is sure to find promise. Okay. Now, while all of this is happening over there, Tenka and Kyoka are talking. Um. Hmm. Okay. So wait, what were they talking about here? Just a minute. Oh, Tenka tells that the Supreme Commander has told them if they want, even if they come across a humanoid Shuki, don't attack, kill them or anything. Like she wants to have a conversation with them. She wants to know more about them or something like that. So she has ordered not to attack, I guess, or like something like that. And obviously Kyoka's not happy about this, because we know Kyoka's always like, oh, we need to defeat the Shukis, you know and she's like, oh, you guys are naive, like stuff like that. But either way, nothing to do about it. It's the orders from the Supreme Commander. And you know what, I kind of agree with the Supreme Commander here, because as she has said that, like, we need to understand what this whole thing is, this Mato, this Shuki, like these these mana disasters, or whatever you call them, like all these things. How did does these happen? Why do these happen even? And unless and until we talk to the humanoid Shuki, we'll not be able to get that, because humanoid Shukis can talk, so we can understand them. So that's why we need to come in contact with them and get more information about them. So I'm kind of agreeing with the Supreme Commander here. However, Kyoka, because of her like vengeance, that whole thing in her rage against the Shukis, she's not happy about it. She's like, oh, you guys are naive, like something like that. Either way, Tenka's like, but don't worry, I'm going to help you guys out. Like my squad is going to be helping you squad out. So they come back to the headquarters, to the squad 7. Tenka's here as well. And Tenka's like, hello. And Yuki's just there. Yuki's just, and Tenka like literally teleports behind him and again starts like blowing on his ears and something. And Nei's covering her eyes. And while all of this is happening, like suddenly the alarm wave goes off. Shuki has attacked. So we have to go. So we go. Tenka helps us, makes a portal, helps us go to the immediate location. We start our battle, and this part is kind of funny where Yuki's like, I wonder why Kyoka, why Kyoka seems a little bit more mad than she was before. And then Kyoka's like, it kind of seems like Miss Kyoka's in a bad mood. And then Kyoka's like, listen, I know I said I wouldn't interfere in your personal life, but I take it back. And she's like, no more fawning over another squad's commander. And I love how Yuki's face is like, what? His eyes are like this big. And then he's like, okay, sure thing. And there you go. And then they start the battle again, like, yeah. Okay, then we get to see those humanoid Shuki just looking at this, and we get to see this is their plan. They're testing the water basically to see what's going on and how we fare against these type of monsters, right. Either way, we've defeated them quite easily, all's well that ends well. And Yuki's like, you know what, like, Kyoka, that was good, like, you you told me, like you like the way you ordered. What does he say? Wait a minute, I'm just going to read that part. I've forgotten the exact words. When I transformed, you gave me a real earful and it hyped me. It hyped me up. I guess it kind of makes sense because when he's under the influence of Kyoka, he is kind of like under the direct influence of her, and as she says, he's under the domination of her, like she's dominating him. So it makes sense if she orders something to him, she'll get more boosted up. He'll get more boosted up. He'll probably get more power because that is literally domination. Like you just something like that. So I guess it kind of makes sense, like why he got a boost of power there. Like something like that. The more I'm guessing Kyoka orders him in that type of situation, more she motivates him, the more motivated he'll get and more power he'll probably get. Something like that. It's like directly connected. Either way, Tenka, I love how Tenka keeps a straight face throughout this whole part, and then she uses her portal to come back to her headquarters, and then her face breaks here, and she's like, her face is just twisted, she's blushing and she's sweating. She's like, you are, oh my god, this part, I was like, she says some outrageous stuff. Right, it makes me want to like you more, and she's just like, I don't think my personal life is going to be dull from now on. Right. Great. And that's where it ended. Okay, that was interesting. And yeah, you know what? I was kind of thinking from the very beginning if they're going to be able to do justice to the art, because if you have read the manga, you'll know the art for this manga is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like the animation and the art style is actually pretty nice. I like this art. It's obviously it cannot compare to the manga. Obviously, it's impossible. In no way art style can compare to a manga, because manga is literally like a still picture, and like the mangaka does like gives like just like in a still picture, it's easy to express a lot of things. Like the details especially. So it's pretty much impossible for any point of time for an anime to come close to a manga. Very rarely that happens. The art style to come any close to the manga. It's very difficult to do that. However, this one, I feel like the art style of this show, this anime, is actually pretty good. Like I wouldn't say that it's really good, but it's pretty good. Like at least I'm content with the art style. And the animation is okay as well, like it's not really anything bad or anything. So overall, the art and animation, which was something that I was thinking about, like how they're going to do it, will it work, it's actually decent. Like I don't have any complaints on that. The characters arts look really good, they look really gorgeous. And it's nice. Like it's very decent. I like it. And yeah, so anyways, I just wanted to comment on that. Either way, that was it. That was my reaction to this episode number 8 of Chain Soldier. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And yeah, so there you go, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Chain Soldier. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.